This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
You
know, obviously the
Champions League, yeah,
Champions League na Kakwame are ready there and come the win shall but when you're ready there, mammy room time be mana ya win. Do you know, and why one day na a lot of Barcelona fans they will hope, say for the first time in many years, Barca book games Allianz Arena, but then not yet no move GD at least. Barcelona beat me at tennis case in their favor. No man your victory for the first time. All because of the kind of performance on my done in the games on my ball in the Spanish La Liga and the number of goals and how my attack this year potent and having a personality up front in Robert Lewandowski. Omu GD say Thomas Muller and I do omo demo adie, but on the opposite side they have the main man in the Barcelona setup in Robert Lewandowski. Inti afeedie na obi a ogidie se beye e ho the Allianz Arena. In the first 50 minutes, Barcelona give food what their supporters no enya hope say omo pedo because they were dominant, they control proceedings, they created decent chances. Now she Pedri, now she Robert Lewandowski chances omo nyaye in the first 45 minutes now. Na general bibi say so your Barcelona supporter na so hope na odi so hope but why the general po ni mo tin ema all these chances about the way of Barcelona no atena no ball na ntimi antomu a na o kan about Manuel Neuer again and again and again or tell why he is a standout goalkeeper or tell why he's so huge and one of the best in his type inti or prevent Barcelona from scoring. Now, say Pedri must still control game, no. But at the point, finding time and making sure say the space is another Robert Lewandowski. And utilize it between their back line, no. Bet me a closest alliance in into share the performance of Dayo Pabicano and look at Lucas Hernandez. Much there why Julian Nagelsmann decided to bench Matthias de Ligt and start those two players in defense. Into me Lewandowski free. Alfonso David Eketa for Rafinha and Tentem and so share the player of Belmu in place of Benjamin Pavard. On also make sure Osman Dembele will not come to the party. Now the other Diakado omo be dealing with the transitional player of the Barcelona team. Into that kako come Fino. Gavi out because Kemike Yen Huajuma. Into who is there to stop Pedri from the proceedings? Any ball not the bad attack, no, because Michel Sabis 20 minutes Edumano. So quickly no introduce you. I have branch friend Leon Goretzka. And you know, he did the magic. Stop the block, stop the transition, and allow the attack to flourish. Into the movement of Leroy Seni, Sadio Mane in attack. Thomas Muller there, you know, or Johnny attack, and I so hope he say, or be add something to his record. But Entimi and Leroy Seni, a pick ball now, you know, head is so bit me a stop on. Look at the header from Lucas Hernandez. Inti Bayern were effective. Omu taking the chances that came their way, and Leroy Sané why he is a stand-out talent. Or today, but the defense in also Krabo Abebre and San Miyaji. And again, I said the profile of the Barcelona defense. No, Magia passive for the Dawson. They need the Mascherano type. They need the Carlos Puyol type. Runa Arojo ne Jumano. But you know, at that level, you need that experience and in place. Use Condicor right now, or Bahone Fraka, but in all, they were missing a player who was an excellent anticipationer, or they had the blocks and that competitiveness, no, about the Barcelona defense. Bayern etiki omu chances, no, and you know, omu say omu maintaining history, no, and it is never a fluke for them to go 30 games in the group stage of the Champions League without a defeat. You know, I can say in the group stage, they are the masters. Omu next game, you game against Victoria Pleasant. And it is likely so be breaking record now. Remaded now equally, but they are hoping to break that record. No money form, but Manchester the Champions League, they are up there and they take character and pedigree to live up to the billing. Kudos to the Bavarians, and I think so no more deserve maximum points on team. Antonio Conte Kusua suffer in Europe. Now after first game of winning, no be any second game idiot. at least against Sporting Lisbon almost struggle against English size and Kajina ko betimi aye bibi na o make sure say obesanya 3 maximum points ababeka eye de odi kanya ho. Unfortunately team I defend Sporting Lisbon and make sure some be created the loopholes in the back line, but such chances are no more creating na no more team fa ball into atenem Richarlison musu ye bia just to reciprocate it still answer anya adwuma. But in the final minute I know bia ni se ka game na ba wiye no. That is where the likes of Arthur Gomez, Marco de do trenka o mo kire their personality and o mo kire say no performance na o mo done dey no o mo deserve to go out there with the maximum points. And you know look at how they consider the first goal and then the second goal as well. Abrantia your friend Hugo Lloris ye bia because no na savior for team your friend Tottenham Hotspur. But the first goal no from Sporting Lisbon in the 89th minute. And now almost the second goal no na hwe baby Arthur Gomez pick ball free from the left. I'll take it the back line of Tottenham Hotspur no. You know how the ball in Nembusa. And now the ball no eba beto atenem. Ruben Ameron last week na nidin ba senka Grand Porter am afraid mo na nka likely so be first adwuma no. He needed this victory to crown why Todd Boehly was after him, and with that project he needs a new face Adinoa and no Tottenham Hotspur and so antimi amfa ntentama Sporting Lisbon show by 2-0 on which they so deserve to beat them, and you need to commend Ruben Ameron and his charges for this particular game. Once again Antonio continue to suffer in Europe. Reason here baby our Europe and you are yet to get the antidote to that, but I think he need to back up if Tottenham Hotspur is almost qualified there. Liverpool on the other hand no almost so bought against Ajax. Now you can say the last time no Musiano na 1-0 Liverpool are close 4-1 against Napoli. Omobo against one of the experienced side in terms of name. Ewo the Champions League na say na no mo betimi affair. Mo Salah ko share goal in time in the 17th minute. Na Kudus Mohammed anche ho kra. And Ajinoa ono so level here, and look at the balance. Look at the technique. Look at the accuracy and look at the power Kudus the ball share from his left. An unfamiliar role, finding him in attack for the force now row behind Steven Bergwijn and then Dusan Tadic. Space na that Van Dijk mochina na Ajinoa no use. Then one Van Dijk once again was saying bread into Kudus level here. In Ajax, if you decide to control proceedings, idea it is part of omo, it is in their DNA. Inti ya no mum pre omo bebre, ya no mum bebrebe. But no mo betimi hold you fort na ade upon because enwa Thiago Alcantara what is clearly missing in the Liverpool midfield. Control, dominance and everything in midfield. No ma Edson Alvarez mo any can tell amu bre on fifi hopa. But in all it take Liverpool in the final minute. And a branch of friend Joel Matip edible no 2 at them. Liverpool a winning by 2-1. On one a say omu deserve so omu timi nya the 3 maximum points because nansen dia baby na performance ne kono na enya dia se na so ani nti hu Diego Jota ahead of Darwin Núñez and Roberto Firmino na enye wan akra because you know na team FL Liverpool enya the maximum points no omu here the 3 points they cannot go 2 games no more than 1 point omu ka the last time omu nya no in the Champions League group stage and per their performance yesterday omu chire bibia so omu deserve to get the maximum point. The good news is say the 3 players no mche goals ni na dina typical Africans are omu free bibi memu ha and they goals. So at that stage to have Africans scoring 3 goals and no chese bibi man si enso ye yire hoko yanim na ye discipline ya quality na nyamede man ye betim dia ye bibi. Kudos to Liverpool, and you know I feel say no per the omu chire park no so no omu deserve say omu nya the 3 maximum points.
Okay. All right, into every neso de ne kakra bi na fi every other stories kakra bi aka na ya move on. I mean you in the games.
Okay. You know, in the games there, we don't have so much big games out there, but at least relatively games are very tricky. And so your team that's what decided say.
But I'm fellow kwa mbo for the Emra. I'm glad Kudus scored, but happy Liverpool won. And a lawyer they aba and no pay. Yentuasu. You
know, in the games now said in American games are so under 80 games now upset me repeat me see. And then you know share Grand Porter. first of all obi a share the system or the room Todd Bowley I have suggesting for a 4-3-3 or no energy no 4-3-3 no and then what the best start yana or best take it to the 3 back now no born Brighton nana Todd Bowley again and the management are raising concerns about Benjamin Mendy so no about better pony and they were pra into Kepa and had the chance to be imposed and also Bobby Chebi been 17 position inside the area because as it stands now it doesn't look likely say what captain on mobile bekono around your friend is Kepa ebitimi akobi but so take this opportunity that imply David is here unite Simon Genoa or also betimi I part of the team to be at the Qatar 2022 into another platform for him to excel backline Wesley Fofana a new kid will he get a chance again will Thiago Silva and OG get a chance again Koulibaly in a performance and so and the coach in best take it to the 3 back now Benchiwell Kokoyera is going to compete from the right. Why not Beman no? Is he going to be a player on a ball? Now Tina say no nim how it's the game nana. In midfield in the absence of N'Golo Conte, is he going to stick to Jorginho, Denis Zakaria or Matthew Kovacic man bebo? And in attack, and the baby Albefabia also be a case Christian Pulisic is set to start. Into where we sound say the 3-4-2-1 now coach in a bono. The two behind the striker no. Ayed Raheem Sterling and Kai Havertz na aba and Thomas Tuchel no why na obebo Kai Havertz beko so abo and after Christian Pulisic was shown the time and again say he's not happy starting from the bench or you're connected with the owner and there are suggestions to start him and also beba na it's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang ebenya the second game in the Champions League for team of friend Chelsea and nana and only a dear genuine obi as to how Chelsea will set up against Salzburg. So I Salzburg omo de omo game no eti se de Zagreb ebebo ye no enti omo nye tima onu omo bo no mbekwa ko gina chi bebrebe ti se de Zagreb ye se ya she goal dia ye more 10 men behind the ball. This is a team that will love to possess and will take a certain control. E omo so omo be defend kakra there but they are a bit flexible as compared to tima your friend Zagreb. Now they are a pool of talent at their disposal. The likes of Noah Okafor and Genoa, Benjamin Sesko, and then Pedro Fernando are the players that Chelsea should look out for. Where your first game for Graham Potter, Obi expect a lot, and it will be difficult. You know, Chelsea will be their second Champions League game without a win. It's a game that I think the new administration, the new technical setup on Modiabano, a bad drive with the players need to win, and I'm expecting a win for my friend Chelsea. Real Madrid there against Leipzig. And Leipzig so I nkoye Emma Genoa omu coach kura hunze bebrebe aba Timo Werner ko eno no try so baby bi kakra e dia mo akire say at least onu so ba and he is back yenti so much from Christopher Nkunku this particular time. Kevin Lemar has been off the back line after omoton Tally Adams omoton one Mukwela for 80 my friend Paris Saint-Germain who so much from Leipzig this particular season only Madrid de bois omo attack consider there no more ba maka say ofa kwan abefa so stop or attack because in midfield you always try against them based on the level of discipline and the young lads available on the team no into stop Vinicius Benzema will not be available into be expect say Rodrigo and then Fede Valverde the 3 top as against Hastenberg as against Willy Orban and then Mohamed Mukwela are the players I hear so mobetimi stop the Madrid attack. If you fail to stop these guys, you know you'll be in trouble. And at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid for nature say almost form no gusu to us in the Champions League from last season the BBC this season. And I don't think Leipzig is the team to stop them. I'm expecting a win for team a friend Real Madrid. Another game Turin. Juventus versus Benfica. Manchester Juve penny bin and omo bebono. Se game where a run of 16 and answer a quarter final stage. They don't Juve for ne be bra because Juve team omo mpetima omo wo control omo mpetima talent to no omo crab ball no dey tease omo and this is a Benfica side that last season ye hwe omo omo san saka crabam ama new faces so ababehwem but at least Gilberto was there last season, Silva was there last season, Otamendi no on last season, Alex Grimaldi was there. He made food and Julian Weigl and João Mario. And then you omo sa coach ni Bobio, omo bo Fiorentino and they play Enzo Fernandez. An attack of David Neres, Darwin Nunes ni Hobio. Nti omu ni the firepower to say they cannot na omu no. But in the presence of Abrante friend David Neres or added bite to the attack. Juve has struggled in the last few games and in the Champions League first game against Paris Saint-Germain, but this time they will hope in say playing at home form just and hope say in that group some person qualified there. Then this is a game also winning because they are not so hopeful. So against Paris Saint-Germain in the return encounter and it will be a difficult game for Juventus. I'm expecting Benfica to score, and obviously they will score. Juve will score, but this is a game that I'm expecting the players now it is not just going to be tactics, but it is going to be a game. Players never call all out just to hope and beat Benfica in hoping say next stage beat me qualify because there are that games around that is not so much difficult. And I tip Juve say when it comes to this time, but this is a game me what that believe in say Juve this particular game beat me arena.
Yem pick it back up and count City Dortmund. Obia winning the first game.
Yeah.
The 3 points Obia won.
In the group stage of in the group stage of the Champions League, it is City, it is Bayern. Makanwaha. Now Dortmund almost form any hubia. Only one team consistently. Almost several key figures within the setup. But only a team can expect at least and clear more the bonne so any pa. Almost Lusu, Ellen Holland and other players. But consistently, so actually our team near Julian Brandt, Rafael Guerrero, Torgan Hazard, Omalusu Manuel Akanji, Marco Reus, and all those guys have been there for a very long time. Manchester City takes more Champions League, mostly in the knockout stages. But Manchester City always proved their superiority over this Borussia Dortmund side. And at the Etihad, what do you expect? It is going to be a scoring spree from Pep Guardiola and the charges. Bonnie Kroma and the now difference ni munya day. Now could be to start Dortmund. Oh, you say oh now so body you will be in trouble. And I need to have Manchester City for now. In the Champions League group stage, you find it very difficult to beat them. I'm going in for Pep Guardiola, and I think it's a game that I'm expecting Manchester City to win.
Okay, good morning, sir. I was so impressed with Kudus' performance. What a cracker that goal was. I'm hoping this opens the way for him to be signed in the top leagues. Sami the way from West Legon, Accra, and Aba. O comment on.
He was super. And Makanse, Shekon Faso Danin. Look at the technique. Shebebi abo on a cowboy. Shebebi abo on a cowboy and a baby. Yes. Shebebi Ojina. Yes. Look at the accuracy. Look at the power. Look at the balance. A player with a pure quality. For him to be playing in the top size platform, no was on there a platform. We get on Kakrebia. Obekwa ko team kese. Na say Anthony Mone, Frankie Dion, ni Matia Deletemo. Actually, as a platform with there. Nyangire ho Kakrebi. Sebastian Haller matchle because Sebastian Haller will call West Ham went me. About goes the next move or Dortmund. Frankie Dion man coach edges etibas Jessica Kessie. Donny van der Beek move Anthony and a small boy from Sao Paulo in 2 years. He's playing for Manchester United. Into platform now could do to also a platformer. Opie here no dear move their platform Kessie so. But a dear na a bit me a keep could do on. I must have platform Kessie and Wonya. A consistency and showing off in big games. That is said, game will be any that's will be a not watch it or bobre. And it's all cause why I say, which ya a Juve, no I say, which ya United now the see our mom, which ya Madrid Bassamo, no way you home because
the second time I was a goalie. The first one was
Rangers
against Rangers
last week.
Into which ya and so can I ask who Frankie Dion, yes, Madrid, Juve, games. Tottenham, they failure. But because those games were so iconic, so better remember that Santiago Bernabeu show 4. Obetua Juve in Turin, Obi enemy said, what we are now I straight away, those were iconic moments for those guys. Hakim Diache by, way by. Into the only thing is here, Mompire. say Kudus ebe consistent ne prebia mana kwem na obekọ so ato so fortunately for him or you versatile baby or born the top team obe breast obenya habo but he's a player who can play behind the striker, who can play on the right, who can play on the left, and obetimi lead the line, no move from left or right. Every coach would love to have this talent. The only thing left, and it's obey consistent, no free from injuries, no show the class against the big size. We
and can you be my comment kakra fa message ya me hu wa hai as a hu hear me ye pa. But what can say Mrs. here is obe bre so be wura top team bia mu because of the role na obo ayas I mean just.
So here I ask rule now, Bona. The original is almost a shot. Dusan Tadic your right. Now Steven Bergwijn or left. No original top. Into the friend number 9 no obo. Or you can call it a false 9. A false 9 because only the main 9 to lead the line on your arrowhead. Luciano Spalletti started here with Francesco Totti. And a Pep Guardiola be pick here with Francesco Fabregas, Lionel Messi, na Atuasu Sana Kutsinafa. In Barcelona they have Lewandowski. In Real Madrid, they have Benzema. In Juve, they have Vlahovic. In Liverpool, they have Darwin Núñez. Even Pep Guardiola, who is one of the proponents for this particular false 9, is taken to Erling Haaland. Until all the big teams have these arrowheads that bank in goals. Until a bad thing, said you know, big teams now a person or corner. Obi team akwakusia can because teams ni nyina or more far players are almost star no more profile different from Kudus.
It won't be room with different role.
For different role, yes, he only needs to be consistent and show up in those big games. But for his role now, he will struggle.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But or you'll be a versatile coach, be a player with him, yes, sir. Into the role, no, and any profile, no, he only needs to be consistent. But for his role now in the highest team, none of the big teams and obe manabo.
Role benefit manura a big teams more easily.
On the right.
And I'm easily grounds also. What do you mean room, sir?
You know, easy for the big teams, politics, agents, the type of a coach, maybe a free bench now comes into play. But for me, on the right, so cutting in no bar for me is dangerous.
Wow.
The air friend number 7, only now and move through the lines and one fountain tenor. But so picky ball and that's or the bow swa. I think Kudus is very, very dangerous. For number 10 or the body Magana, no, those positions you know Europeans and some farm home. It is for the South Americans and it is for players Europeans who some is so huge and exceptionally within their ranks. And on the 10 more. So for me, Kudus on the left or on the right will be a fine player for any of the sides. So show consistency.
And on my need GA Papa Ghana for quite goal no fast a buy. Na quite Liverpool fast so take last minute, you know, or let you never break down. With the exception of Liverpool fans, okay.
Yes.
Nankasa goal na ma Kudus di no I'm saying.
And Kebesti.
Kebeye kakraka.
And Kebesti.
Yeah.
Kebesti.
Yeah.
And you know, when is the last time you who Ghana ni? So Bobo top level see. The last time I who Ghana ni say in the European night football.
Yeah.
On on send more for the boy and he say one of the last time. I check for year count.
Yeah.
I check pa.
Okay, Champions League.
Yes. Say European night. Ni who Ghana ni ye who Edmond Adwa. On also be my just a flash in the game against Real Madrid.
Okay.
He wasn't exceptional, but he won.
Yeah.
Into a point no be a bonity. But Busa who say you players no. One on a Champions League night. You can't even talk about Michael Essienci's brilliance against Barcelona. On no time and not Chelsea win the Champions League, no a bench oma. And we've not seen a Ghanaian at this top level.
Kevin Presbot initially against Barca.
Well,
AC Milan.
yes. And so I'll probably Okay. So you talk about KP Boateng brilliant goal against Barcelona. Sule was not consistent as well, but for KP he showed it. You know, Ache. You are talking about 2010, 2012 there about Ache. So to have Kudus out there and we have just some few months to the World Cup, at least almost okay. And that is good for Ghana. You know, and they are very good. So at least Yenya Sule, Enya Kevin Prince Boateng. No boy, no musu who says he head go for Lana. Omusu hey players now for a top size to play for Inter Milan because South American a huge achievement. And I asked, you know, my can the very day I asked sign could do say, pay almost history need almost talent ranks no for Ayas to sign a Ghanaian at his own in Bobo. That alone shows he's a good player. That alone, Ghana and Nigeria for no my boy Ayas no. Nwanko Kanu, Fini the George, and look at Kudus. Clearly an exceptional talent. Omu no be anymore. Into Kudus there, injury free, very consistent, show up in big games, and you know, obetime move on.
All right, say pandits no ashase ni coaches na ashase kan branti wan sam ye papa. Thierry Henry, so muti asmo kafa Kudus. If we right to dream academy.
Yes.
So see, to
Yeah,
live in a dream.
living in
from
dream.
right to
Yes,
dreaming.
Shafana Nina. Kudos to Kudus Mohammed Basusa FMI. Yentia Branty, one did say, I now understand why Achi keeps saying we should have patience and wait for the World Cup before assessing our players. Kudus 2 weeks ago was a bench warmer, but now a starter, and his performance is excellent. It's not always the case that those on the bench aren't good, but at times coaches have other reasons for not fielding them. I know our Black Stars will shock the world. Good morning. Eme Depaba, one for Dibia, and can one me. We'll comment.
Nankani o GD o mudi ani kwazin ko use shock. Cause o yan specific. Said the Black Stars will top the group. Per the message no the buy no. He had that belief. Some of us are pray we are only being prejudiced.
Shock because
Or kind of world, I said the world.
any GD ma Black Stars or World Cup.
Good.
And I say almost best shock with the world.
Oh no.
Ono the GD o.
So he shouldn't use shock.
No.
Shock ni ye obi a
Obia only GD o
The
Black
ever.
Stars no dey use amano. So ombe shock o because on the GD o Black Stars. So what I say?
You know.
What you say?
Oh, well, contextually I get you.
They go contest will be na.
No, you know, that is an amateur. Contextually that is time and permit.
Yeah, only people at the time.
Okay, with the matter.
Contextually, yeah, okay.
That is how I understand.
Okay.
You know, me see there's no analysis that will put Ghana ahead of Portugal and Uruguay. I want to hear that analysis. That will put Ghana ahead of Uruguay and Portugal in that group. Until we are hoping our players will live up. We've seen countries that have been at the World Cup as underdogs.
Okay.
No, Makoshoku World Cup. No. South Korea, nobody thought would beat that Italian team. For me, the best Italian team that never won the World Cup would be the 2002 team. So, quality at the that team had more quality and individual than the team that won the World Cup in 2006.
Okay.
But almost South Korea again, Spain beje World Cup in 2010. In Tiani Ebu and Yegom 2002 and the 2006 team. So, but it was another team that had quality. But still, South Korea show. In January, football, there's sanity, anything can happen. But as it stands now, there's no analysis that will put Ghana ahead of Portugal and Uruguay.
Panaman, anyway.